Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 7. This came out April 1989, so it actually came out in between Return to New York Book 2 and Return to New York Book 3. But I didn't want to do a video in between those two issues that was a throwaway non-canon issue. So yeah, this is written by Peter Laird. He also did the layout. It's drawn by Jim Lawson, inked by Ryan Brown. And this is the final issue of the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe this is considered non-canon. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. So this is the return of Savanti Romero. For anyone who doesn't remember, he's the one in the Cerberus crossover. He was the sorcerer that Cerberus was trying to take down, which was issue number 8, I believe. So yeah, we start off with the turtles. One of them riding a triceratops. He's like, something about dinosaurs, mammals, yada yada. Let me tell you a story. And we start off with the turtles at the museum, and they're looking at the bones of the fossils of dinosaurs. When all of a sudden the dinosaur bones start forming together, and they form Romero. And Romero basically threatens the turtles. He kind of tells them that he's using his sorcery to be able to communicate to them in the future, and that he plans to destroy the turtles. And he says, you'll have one chance to save your scaly hides. You got to meet me in combat in the Ring of Fire. And then he disappears, and the turtle's like, what the hell's the Ring of Fire? And back at April's apartment, they're trying to figure this out when they realize that, okay, the Ring of Fire is basically a chain of volcanoes that includes Japan. So now the problem is, okay, we have to find the correct date to meet Romero, because he's in the past and stuff. So we can meet him at, has to be a specific date. How the hell are we gonna figure this out? And that's when Rennet shows up, and she's basically tells him, all right, we need your help to stop Romero. And that's when Michelangelo steps in, and the brains of the turtles for a moment. He's like, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. Like, if Lord Simultaneous is master of all time, why doesn't he just fix things? Or if he doesn't want to get his hands dirty, why can't he just tell us now before we go back in time if we succeed in stopping Romero? For that matter, why should we go back in time? We're here now, so obviously the crisis was averted somehow. It wouldn't matter if we went back or not. And then Ren is kind of just like confused. She doesn't understand it. And Dontel's like, well, yeah, he actually has a point. Like, the paradox of time travel is that if time flows forward, then any changes you decide now to go back and make have already been made. So, of course, that's only one theory. There are plenty of others. But, yeah, so I guess they kind of fix that with the whole, you throw sorcery involved, and maybe that can change things. But eventually, Remna's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but come on, let's go. So she teleports the turtles back into time, where they come across some dinosaurs, and then they fight the dinosaurs. And then Romero riding on top of a T-Rex shows up, so then they have to fight Romero on top of a T-Rex. So yeah, we got just a bunch of dinosaur action, which eventually ends with Romero kidnapping Rennet and disappearing on a pterodactyl. And the turtles have to hack their way through the jungle, where they come across this cool structure. It's basically like 4 pillars made of bones that form a ring in the top center, and they're climbing this structure of bones, and they're like, oh man, these aren't fossil bones either. They're fresh. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool imagery. Can you imagine if it was like human bones or something like that? But yeah, I love this giant ring pillar of bones. That's just awesome. But at the top, they see Romero. They see a little outing, which is holding the scepter. And then they see Rennet tied in between. And basically, Romero explains his plan. Basically, in a few minutes, a bolt of cosmic energy is going to go through the scepter, go through Rennet, which will kill her, and then it's going to strike the Earth's core, causing basically all the volcanoes to erupt and flood the Earth with molten lava, which would slow the Earth's rotation around the sun just ever so slightly, which would change the planet's course through space. And basically, this slight change will cause the meteor that kills the dinosaurs to miss, and basically making sure that mammals and turtles never happen. Instead, it will be the land of dinosaurs forever because the meteor is going to miss. I'm just kind of wondering though, if all the volcanoes erupt and cover the planet, to the point where it slows down the rotation, doesn't that mean all the dinosaurs will die too? Instead of dying by a meteor, they're just going to die by the lava. Also, if everybody dies, how are you still going to be around? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like overthinking things. But that's his plan anyways. And it's a pretty interesting plan. It actually kind of makes me wonder, like, what if the meteor that killed the dinosaurs had missed? Like, how would that affect our history? That's kind of interesting to think about. But anyways, yeah, the turtles are like, all right, let's fight. So they basically fight Romero while Leo tries to cut Rennet free. And yeah, they're able to trip Romero. Leo frees Rennet, and then he climbs up the little structure to try to grab the scepter. And as he does so, Romero, sees him and goes after him, and Leo just jumps out of the way while Romero grabs the scepter. And he's like, come to me, my pretty. Just as the cosmic beam strikes, it hits the scepter, it fries Romero to pieces, and he dies in a kind of brutal fashion. Yeah, he basically fries and then he plummets to his death. And then the turtles are like, well, we saved the Earth. Like, we saved the humans and stuff like that. Like, Comet's gonna come and kill all the dinosaurs because there's no volcanic eruptions. But we lost the scepter, so now we're just kind of stuck here. But then we cut to 3 months later, where the turtles and Rennet have, basically made a home for themselves now that they're stuck in the past. And they bring a giant fish for them to eat. But when they cut it open, they find the scepter inside. And they're like, all right, we can finally go home. But let's not go home right away. Let's we have a lot of fish here. Let's just eat it and just enjoy ourselves for the moment. Then we can go back to our time. And that's how it ends. So yeah, just a non-canon dinosaur adventure, The Death of Romero. It was a fun little story, and I like the fact that this is a Tales of, so that helps it a lot. I wished all the other guest era stuff were just part of this series rather than the main run. It would make things a lot easier. But yeah, Jim Lawson is always an amazing artist when it comes to the Turtles. Peter Laird tells a good story. Yeah, this was a nice, fun, enjoyable little one-shot. Of course, it's non-canon the way it should be. But yeah, I kind of wished all the other guest stuff, non-canon stuff, was part of this run instead of the main run. But let's just not complain about that now. So yeah, this was a good one-shot adventure. You got some dinosaur action, you got some time traveling and sorcery, and one of the turtles, arch nemesis, or like one of their rogue gallery villains dies a brutal death. So what's not to love? But there you go. Issue number 7, the final issue of the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Volume 1. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think. And I hope to see you next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that bell for a notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far. And I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see. And I hope to see you guys next time. Later.